By the fourth day of Onam, Vishakam, the Pookalam floral carpet really starts evolving. It's a living artwork reflecting abundance and joy for welcoming King Mahabali. Families add contrasting flower shade, children, elders, and neighbors all pitch in, symbolizing togetherness as the design blossoms. Communities start gearing up with Onam markets, Onachanda, cultural programs, and preparation for the grand feast Onam Sadya. Welcome to my YouTube kitchen. Look at these ingredients: black chana, coconut, yam, nendra banana, raw nendra banana, all the spices, everything is ready for this recipe. Black chana gives an earthy, nutty bite and is traditional. Chana dal makes the curry softer and slightly sweeter. Both work very well, so you can choose based on availability and time. This particular black chana dal needs soaking. At least we need to soak for overnight or by 4 hours. We add little bit of jaggery to this curry. It balances the earthy flavor of yam and banana. Also, it mellows the spice from pepper and chilies. It gives that subtle sweet note that makes Kootu curry stand apart from other Kerala curries. I have cut the yam and raw banana into even cubes. First, let me cook the yam with little turmeric and salt as it takes little longer to cook. Adding little water and let it boil. Let it cook well. The yam is cooked well now. I'm adding the boiled chickpeas. Then goes in the boiled nendra banana, raw banana. The vegetables and the legumes are already cooked. Now we will grind coconut with little cumin seeds, a little bit of pepper, maybe half a teaspoon of pepper, and half a teaspoon of red chilli powder. Now we will add the freshly ground coconut paste into the curry. This paste with coconut, cumin, chilies and turmeric gives the dish its rich creamy base. Stir it in well so the flavors coat the yam, banana and chickpeas evenly. Let it simmer for a few minutes and just enough for the coconut to blend beautifully with the vegetables. Adding the masala water. Check the salt and add accordingly. Now I am adding about 1 tablespoon of grated jaggery. This step is completely up to you. Some people prefer not to add sweetness in a savory curry, but traditionally Kootu curry has a gentle sweet note which balances the spice and makes it unique. So I would recommend adding at least a little, if not 1 tablespoon. Now comes the most important step in this recipe, the tempering. Heat about 3 tablespoons of coconut oil, add mustard seeds and let them splutter. Next, add half of a medium-sized grated coconut. We will fry this slowly, stirring until it turns golden brown and fills your kitchen with an incredible aroma. The coconut has to be fried in a very slow fire. Now we will toss in some red chilli flakes and curry leaves to it. The coconut is turning brown. This is the highlight of this curry. Coconut has to be fried golden brown. Coconut is fried now. Look at this, golden brown. Now we will pour this over the curry and mix well. This tempering is the true highlight of this Kootu curry. The flavor and fragrance make this dish unforgettable. And now our Kootu curry is ready. Just look at that beautiful mix of yam, ram banana, chickpeas and golden roasted coconut. The aroma itself says everything. This curry with its gentle sweetness and rich coconut flavor is a true star of the Onam Sadya. Serve it hot on a banana leaf with rice and other festive dishes. It's comfort, tradition and celebration all in one bowl. Thank you for joining me in my visual kitchen. Wishing you all a joyful Onam.